Hi, I'm Diana Scothorn, founder of The Benefit Link. What do we get as far as a question all the time? I'm on a fixed income. What is the best plan for me? Well, let me just say this. Any amount of fixed income, whether it's $700 or $1,000 or $2,000, it is a fixed income that you're trying to work around. And so the best plan that you can possibly get is a plan that is going to cover 100% of anything that might come up. And that would be either a Plan F or a G. Please keep in mind, as of January 1st, 2020, if you did not turn 65 by that date, then Plan F is no longer available. The Plan G would be the top plan. So let's talk about why the Plan G is the best plan. Because the Plan G is the plan that covers 100% of excess charges. All the other plans, you're responsible for excess charges. What does that mean? It means that Medicare pays 80% of what they approve. Not 80% of the total amount, but 80% of what they approve. So if you have a bill and it's $1,500 and Medicare approves $500, then they're only going to pay 80% of that $500. You're left with the 20%, or if you have a Medicare supplement, it would be picking that up. If you did not have a Plan G, then you would be responsible for the $1,000 excess charge. I know this. What people often say is, well, there's not a way that I could afford to get a Medicare supplement. I will take my mom as an example. She's already gone on to be with the Lord, but when she was living, she made $780 a month income. That was it. She was a widow. She didn't have another source of income. And I remember when she got on Medicare, she said, Diana, do you think I can afford to get a Medicare supplement? And this is my mom. I love her. I wanted her to have the best. I didn't want her to be in a position where she was not able to afford groceries by any means. But my comment to my mother was, Mother, you can't afford not to. What are you going to do if you have a $1,000 charge and you only make $780 a month? The one thing I have found is it's much easier to budget in a set amount of money every single month, just like you would your groceries, your bills, or whatever else, because between 65 and 105 or however long you would live, the most important thing is for you to have good health care. And you won't ever appreciate what you're paying for till you need it. And you can't go back and get something you don't have if you need it and it's not already in place. So let me say this, the charges nowadays are very, very expensive. I'll tell you, my husband had a double knee replacement a couple of years ago, and his surgery was $100,000 for 2 knees. My goodness. My mom had a heart valve surgery back in I think it was year 2000, and it was under $100,000. The expenses have gone up so much, and it is medically necessary to have the kind of coverage you need when you need it. Let me just go over one other thing that's really important. That Plan G, there are no referrals. There's not a network of doctors. You don't have to wait to get into the doctor. If they take Medicare, they'll take all Medicare supplements in all 50 states. So you can travel from place to place. If you have multiple homes, maybe you have a summer home and a winter home, or you're going to visit your children, you don't have to worry about that. That is a plus. Now, let me tell you what is a mistake a lot of people make. They think if they get a Medicare Advantage plan, first of all, that is a Medicare supplement, and it's not. If you do a Medicare Advantage plan, that is known as a Medicare replacement. It just means the money that's coming out of your Social Security for your Part B as in boy is going to your Advantage plan, which temporarily knocks you out of Medicare as far as being any kind of primary provider or carrier, and now your Advantage plan becomes your primary Medicare coverage. Why is that not good? Because you're limited to doctors, you're limited to hospitals. As a matter of fact, right now they're under a lot of scrutiny as far as denying millions and millions of dollars of claims. The New York Times wrote a big article on them 2 years ago, and it's gone all the way to Congress. Again, Why do people even entertain a plan like that? Because they think that there is a $0 premium. Keep in mind, nothing's free. You're going to pay for what you need, and you're going to get exactly what you pay for when you need it. And the point is, fixed income or any type of income coming in, you want to make sure that it is not something where you're going to have a lot of out-of-pocket expenses. Let me just give you another example. If you're on a Medicare supplement and you have something that comes up that's really urgent, you're not going to be waiting 8 weeks to get in if you need a referral. In closing, if you're on a fixed income, it is much better to budget in a fixed amount today to avoid future financial devastation. If this has helped you in any way, like the video and follow us for further content.